So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today with me I have another ceiling fan here. So this is a Rallifan Superstar 56 inch, as you can see here. So this is the fan, as you can see, in white color, and you can see the logo on the canopy and everything. So this is the fan here with the blue lines. So many people were confused, but let me clear your confusion in the starting itself, that this is a double ball bearing ceiling fan. And Superstar, I know it came a bit later, but Superstar also came in the 70s only. This model was there from the 70s only, and the prominent model was Tristar with the red rings, and this is Superstar with the blue rings. So the tech is somewhat like GEC only. Like GEC Gold Line had golden lines around the motor, and Whisper used to have blue lines. So if you want to check detailed video on GECs, then you can check out many channels like AFW or Electro DIY, or those channels. Those have clear cut videos on and detailed videos on GECs. But whatever. So here we are talking about the Rally fan. So this fan is probably a 1990s, and I guess it's a early mid 90s, because this fan is having 7 plus 14 coil. Usually these should be 14 plus 14, but the motor and the canopies tell a different story. And also this shaft is very long, and there usually should be a medallion here, but then none. I guess the previous owner misplaced it, or might have done some manhandling with the fan. That's why it's not with the capacitor, I mean with the medallion. And the capacitor is also replaced. It's a tibcon 2.5. Usually these 56 inches require that much so that they can maintain their speed and whatsoever it is. But the fan, as you can see, it looks massive because this room is small. And I know there was the Hybris 36 here, but I have put this fan here because the bearings of the fans, this fan were replaced, and it needed to free up. So that's why I put this fan here. And you can see all the tape and all around those canopies. Kudos to the previous owner or the previous electrician, whoever installed this fan. He was a piece of junk because it destroyed the canopies very brutally. Let me show you from the back side also. You can see the logo, and you can see the upper canopy is literally cracked. Even the lower is not in such a good condition. Let me show you. You can see the lower canopy also here. It's not in such a good condition. And you can see the motor. This pointy motor reminds me of Usha Kohinoor or those late 60s Orient Deluxe, and I mean the 60s and 70s Orient Deluxe. The motor is kind of same, but this motor has a pretty long shaft. So yeah, that's the thing. And the coil is very thick. I guess it's more than 20 mm stated. And this has a pressure fit rotor. I mean, this has those clamps which hold the rotor. If at all you opened a Rally fan, then you might know that these use clamps, which is the biggest problem with these fans, because this pressure fit rotor itself becomes a problem for these fans. As you know, these fans, literally when the bearings or the bush, for any reason, if your fan is screwed, then it starts jamming and starts to rub with the rotor. And in this kind of fan, there is no proper tight fitment for the rotor with any kind of cover. I mean the lower cover or upper cover or whatever might be. Other fans motor covers literally have grooves, or maybe those are attached to the fan permanently, like Crompton H's or Hybris or whatsoever. But in this fan there are clamps because the rotor cannot sit tightly on the cover. So they have used clamps and they have screwed the rotor very tight. But that can easily get, I mean, if your fan, while trying to spinning, if it's rubbing with the rotor, then there can be dislocation with the rotor. And if it gets disaligned or dislocated from its position, then it's very sure that this fan will burn. And it happens because this is a 7 plus 14, this fan will heat. Otherwise, not an issue. For a 56-inch, 7 plus 14 is also enough. It gives it good speed, and the blade angle is considerable. So Let me just show the performance of this fan. So if you actually want to check the label of this fan, you can check it on the community tab. I've shared the photo of the label over there. So 56 inch, actually this is a very rare size, but whatever. Let me just start the fan on full speed, obviously. Little wobbly. Blades need to be somewhat balanced, but it's okay. Almost more than 50% of the thing is solved. So you can see the suction of this fan, great suction, and the airflow. Yes, good speed, good airflow. So this is doing around 300 rpm, and this fan is rather, I may say, faster compared to the Usha Kohinoor 56 I have, or the HS 56, which does like 280 rpm. This is more than that, or the Usha Kohinoor, which does 270 rpm. So this one is more. So yes, the motor and the canopies tell a different story. Canopies are like late 90s, and the motor is of early 90s. That usually means a transition. So this is a mid 90s. I guess the fan is from around 1995 or so, and it's still with the original coils. That means this fan never had a problem. The problem came when I saw actually the bearings were making noise, weird noises, although the fan was free. So that's why I rather replaced the bearings, because this is the aluminum body fan. It's not much heavy, it's like 7 kgs or so. So here, as you can see, the airflow of the fan is pretty good. So if you have this fan, then you know that this fan gives a really soothing airflow and a good night's sleep. These are known for their airflow, although these are known for burning as well, but whatever. It's a really nice fan, performance wise, quality wise, everything wise. This is a really good one. So that's the thing. Let me turn off. So if you actually want to see all speeds of this fan, I may make a separate video for you. Just comment it down that you want to see all the speeds of this fan. So for now, I guess I don't have a time part, that's why I'm not showing you all speeds. But whatsoever, the spin down of the fan is really good after putting the bearings, but this has to somewhat free, so this will take some time, but it will free up after some extensive usage. It's the reason why I've put this fan here, because this room is not much used, and rather it's only used when there's some gathering. So, and as the hybrid is 36, I thought, although that fan was giving good airflow over here, but I thought that now I have a 56 inch, then let me put it here, so that as per requirements it will give airflow in every nook and corner. So whatsoever, that's the case, I mean requirements. So whatever, this fan has a really good airflow, as you saw. I don't know if you heard the air cutting noise, but it's okay. The airflow of this fan is really good. It gives airflow in every nook and corner, and it's a nice fan. Quality wise, yes, time is the evidence that how the quality of Rallifan decreased. You can see how the broadness of the blade decreased, angle got decreased, the motor itself shrinked. I mean, the motor of Rallifan, the diameter of the 70s rally, 80s rally, and this is very much different, because in those days rally fan used to be 18 pole, then it came to 16 pole, and after 16 pole this is the 14 pole version, and these were in production till the early 2000s, I mean in this shape. And so rally fan completely got screwed, because actually it was owned by Tata, but it was a loss making business, that's why they sold it to HM Poddar, and that's where the things took a wrong turn. The quality completely decreased, but whatsoever, these are not even such a bad quality. So if at all you, I may suggest, if you get this kind of a fan, then you may go for it, because rally fans are worth keeping. Although I know they are prone to burning, but the airflow of these is pretty good. This will help you. This will give a soothing airflow and a good night's sleep. So you can, if at all, even if you get a 48 inch or a 56 inch or whatever size, it's okay, it's a good choice. So that's the thing. And you can see how the system changed. I guess this is having a, I don't know if I'll be able to show you. So let me just bad canopy. So you can see, and yes, all the winding wires are taped. That also has a reason, because this actually, I guess, in those days ceiling fan companies weren't very much advanced to actually pour varnish using machines. So literally, in almost every fan the varnish used to be poured excessively. So what happened is that with time, when this fan kept on running, it literally developed, I mean, the wires got toast because of the heating. So while I was replacing the bearings, so as this is a typical 90s, this fan doesn't have a slit, so you have to remove the wires through the hole, like you do in Usha fans, like old Ushas or whatever might be. You have to remove all the wires through holes. I mean, there's a hole, there's no slit on the shaft. So this also had the same thing. So the wires usually they get tampered if they're toast and you try to just pull the wires and again shove them back. So that's, so that happened. So that's why I had to put tape on these. But whatever, the winding is in a very good condition, so I'm not disturbing the winding, because these fans literally they are the best with the original winding only. So that's why, that's the case over here. And you saw it's having a nut and bolt fitment. Earlier rallies had threaded pipe type fitting, as I had shown in my Usha Prima video. Do check out that. So in that actually there's a threaded pipe type of uh, setting, but this one is having nut and bolt. So you can see how with time the quality and all decreased, but it's okay, because these fans are worth the money. These fans give you good airflow. So I may suggest, if at all you want to go for this fan, then just go for this fan, because this fan also, it's satisfactory. Like if you don't have any other option, and if you're getting such a good collectible, then you can go for this fan. This is a really good fan. It's not even so bad, it's a good choice for your home, because this fan airflow will literally satisfy you. So you can go for it, no worries. So that's the thing over here. And one more thing, this, in this fan you saw there is no dummy connector. I mean, the, for the starting winding coil wire you have to literally, so this was the system in many fans actually. They usually used to put a sleeve around the starting winding wire, but as this fan is a repairing fan, I have used electric tape. So actually insulation tape will do the job, no worries, because the wires are also tampered as you saw. But whatever, the windings are in a good condition, so I am not touching those. And this fan, as you can see here, you can see actually the screws are also tampered. And you saw how the canopy just went up when I just touched it, because the screws of this thing are bad. Kudos to the electrician whoever handled this fan while installing, because the medallion is also broken, the canopies are also broken, everything. Although this is a very thick canopy, this cannot break so easily. So I guess that guy was, what to say, kudos to that guy. So whatever, so otherwise this is a really good fan, nothing to worry about. And it's double ball bearing, so you have a advantage rather than the tristar users, because tristar is bush from below and this one is having double ball bearing. Double ball bearing fans usually last longer, because bush fans need maintenance, which most of us actually don't care about doing. That's the reality. So you can go for this one, because this one is less maintenance and it'll be okay. Because once if the bearings are replaced or whatever, then these will run for years no matter what. So that's the case here. So you can go for this fan, lesser chances of failure rather than the tristar. And the airflow is almost pretty much the same for these fans, so these are worth keeping. So I would say the same thing which I say in every video. So like, If you have it, then preserve it. If at all you are getting it from somewhere, then just go for it. Or if at all you are having it in a bad shape or whatever, then you can restore this fan, because it's worth investing money in this kind of a fan, because these fans run for years without any trouble. The only thing which you have to take care of is that whenever the bearings or the bush, if at all you feel those are not going very fine with this, then just take the matter into your own hands and troubleshoot the problem. Otherwise, if once the rotor gets misaligned, then this fan is sure to burn, because it's very easy to misalign the rotor in this fan. So whatever, only that's the main issue with these fans. Otherwise there's no such issue. Rallifan used to make very good quality products. So that's the thing. I'm saying that from my experience, because even I have a Rallifan Delight table fan of 1980's. If you are, I guess I have shown that fans picture in the community tab. If at all you have not seen, then you can check it out. Pretty high quality and very good robust table fan since 1982, and still giving service. The airflow is also decent. So yes, Rally Fan used to make very decent quality products, very nice. So that's the thing over here. That's it for today. This is the fan as you're seeing. So if you like the fan, like the video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my upcoming video coming really soon. I mean, I'll see you in the upcoming video.